Hi Yogi, Ashley here. Thanks for joining me. The practice today combines a yin and yang yoga for a balanced, energizing flow. So this is perfect practice for if you are feeling low on energy, you may not even feel up to making it to the mat. So we'll start with a gentle yin practice to get yourself to the mat, calm the mind, and into your practice. If you're new to yin yoga, this is a slower practice where poses are passively held for longer, working on the deep, dense connective tissues and joints, while yang is the more active practice, working on the muscles and blood flow, building strength. If you have yoga blocks, books, pillows, bolsters, those will be very, very nice whenever we are doing our yin portion of the flow. If you are a beginner or not quite comfortable in the standing poses, grab a chair to use in our yang portion of the practice. All right. I should forewarn you that there may be some glitches throughout the video. We were at the beautiful Pfeiffer beach in Big Sur, and it was a gorgeous, warm day, but our camera overheated a few times. So those glitches will be related to the camera going in and out because it overheated. So, all right, with that said, grab any props that you need and join me on the mat. We will begin seated with our legs extended, moving into butterfly pose. Bring your feet together, allow your knees to fall open, bringing legs into a soft diamond shape. Your feet should be 2 to 3 feet out in front of you. Slowly fold forward at the waist until you find your edge, then you can let your head and neck melt down. You might experience some discomfort here or tightness in your hips. If that is the case, you can use a pillow to sit on to prop yourself up, or you can just remain seated up in the upright position and let the weight of your legs and knees provide the weight to open your hips. To make this pose more passive, you can rest your head on props, which is my personal preference. This allows me to release any tension in my shoulders and in my neck. You can place your hands face up in front of you, or you can clasp your feet. Close your eyes. As we move through the yin practice, remember that you don't want to go to your farthest edge first. This will allow you to hold the pose longer and gently melt into it. We'll hold this for 2 to 3 minutes. This is important because deep tissues are effectively energized and lubricated with the long, slow holds over longer periods of time than the shorter, more intense holds. You may wish to place a block or padding under your knees if you feel there's any discomfort or pain in that area. Same with your ankles. Relax your head and neck muscles. Relax your shoulders and back, letting yourself melt deeper into the pose. The more relaxation you attain, the longer you hold the pose, the more benefits your body will receive. Inhale, and on each exhale, let your body settle deeper into the pose. Imagine you're releasing any negative, stuck energy from the day, making space for the new energy we'll create in our yang portion of the practice. On your next inhale, let your head and neck remain heavy, moving slowly. Walk your hands up carefully. You may feel stiff, so be gentle with yourself. Move with awareness. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time with your head and neck the last to rise. Moving into half dragon pose, extend your right leg out in front of you, bringing your left leg in bent. Feel grounded in your sits bones, and begin to lean to your right side. Place your right elbow on your thigh, relaxing your head into your right hand. Remember to not go to your farthest edge, so yoga blocks under your elbow may be beneficial here. If you experience any tightness in your side, lower back, shoulder, then this is your first edge. Stay here until the sensation releases, breathing into the tight area. If it releases, you can take the pose deeper by raising your left arm up and over your head as I am doing here. If your hip pops up from doing this, then go ahead and go back to the previous pose. If your knees or ankles hurt, use a blanket, pillow, maybe a bolster to help pad them up. Half dragon pose slowly opens your side body. Breathe deeply and effectively. As you inhale, breathe into your side body. Visualize breath expanding into the left side of your body. Hold the energy there for a second or two. Notice any subtle shifts as your body begins to open. Exhale as you feel the air leave your side body, along with any stuck or stagnant energy. There is no goal at all to get as low as possible, but rather to stay present with yourself and your body no matter where it lands. Non-judgmental, self-love and acceptance. Breathe deeply and effectively. On your next exhale, we will begin to come out of the pose. If your left arm was extended over your head, inhale it up and over, placing your left hand on the ground out in front of you as you use it to rise up, coming out of the pose gently. Extend your left leg out and give your legs a gentle wiggle. Moving into the second side, extend your left leg out, bring your right leg in bent. Feel grounded in your sits bones as you begin to lean to the left side. Place your left elbow on your thigh or the block. Remember to not go to your farthest edge first, placing your head in your hands. If you have any tightness here in your side body, your lower back or shoulders, again, this is your first edge. You can stay here, breathing into that sensation. If it releases, you can take the pose deeper by lifting your right arm up and over your head. Remember to pad your knee or ankle if you feel any pain or discomfort. Stay mindful of what is happening with yourself, your body, your emotions. Try not to fidget. The most benefit will occur when you stay with it and not move. Breathe deeply and effectively. On your next exhale, we'll begin to come out of the pose. If your right arm was over your head, go ahead and inhale it up and over, placing your right hand on the ground in front of you to help use it as a way to rise up gently. Go ahead and extend your right leg out in front of you, wiggle them, trying to release any tension you may feel. And we will move into full dragonfly pose or straddle pose. Come into a wide leg seated position. Reach a comfortable straddle width as your body feels is good for you. If you have any lower back pain, sitting on a pillow or cushion may be beneficial. We'll begin to shift forward, but your edge may be in this first position. If so, honor that and settle in, placing your hands on your legs. If you have not found your body's edge yet, begin to shift forward on your hips, bending towards the ground, coming only to a mild edge initially, giving yourself time to adjust as you open through the long hold. Let arms weigh heavy in front of you, palms facing up. In order to relax in this pose, I like to relax my head and neck on blocks. So please feel free to place blocks in front of you at whatever height best meets your body. You can also drape your body over a bolster or pillow. This can be very beneficial if you are new to holding poses for a longer period of time. If you notice any judgment or frustration creeping in because you feel you should be going farther, remember, going further is not the goal. The intent is to be non-judgmental of your body wherever it lands, and to notice the subtle shifts and openings that occur when we hold these poses for longer. Dragon pose opens your groins, your hips, and your hamstrings for better joint mobility. As you hold the pose and fully embody, notice as your joints gently begin to open as the weight of your upper body gently pulls it down. On your next inhale, we will begin to migrate out of the pose, slowly and gently rolling up one vertebrae at a time, your head and neck the last to rise. As you use your arms to assist your legs, as they may be a little tight. For our last yin pose, we will move into a puppy pose or a quarter dog pose. Begin on all fours in tabletop position. Align hips to be stacked directly over your knees. Lower your upper body towards the ground and your elbows, placing your forearms on the ground. Lower your forehead to the ground. You may play a little bit with the head position until you find a comfortable spot for it. If your knees hurt here, you can double your mat or use a towel underneath them. If you feel too much tension in your shoulders, you can go back up to your elbows. If you've not found your edge yet, you may now allow your belly and armpits to release and drape towards the ground, creating an arch in your lower back. In puppy pose, with outstretched arms and gentle back bend, this provides an opening and pressure to the front of the chest, the side body, and the entire chest and shoulder area. This promotes better breathing. Become aware of the natural rhythm of your inhales and your exhales. remain still and present to your body, noticing any sensations or feelings. Slowly, deeply, and evenly breathe in. And as you breathe out, try to make your exhale even with your inhale in length. Breathing out all that is not serving you. On your next exhale, we'll begin to come out of puppy pose by rounding your upper back and shifting your weight to the palms of your hands, lowering your belly to the ground into a gentle low cobra just for a moment. Place your hands under your shoulders and push up into tabletop position and move through a few cycles of cat-cow to balance your body after a puppy pose. We're beginning to waken up your body for the yang portion of our practice today. Join me in tabletop, lining your knees under your hip points, hands under your shoulders, firm abs up and in. Extend your right leg behind you, foot flex, toes face down, maintain even hips. Take it a step further, go and lift your left arm forward. Nice long line from the fingertips to your toes. Breathe in, and on the exhale, place everything down. Clarify tabletop, and we'll extend your left leg back, foot flex, toes face down, maintain even hips. And again, take it a step further, go and lift your right arm forward. Breathe in, and on the exhale, set everything down. Inhale, extend left arm and right leg. Exhale, place everything down. Inhale, right leg and arm up. Exhale, everything down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, extend. Exhale, everything down. Inhale, right arm, left leg, extend. Exhale, everything down. And tuck your toes, pressing your hips up to wide leg downward dog. So place feet as wide as the mat, shoulders arm width apart, or your hands shoulder width apart. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, creating space between your ears and shoulder blades. Press your chest towards your thigh bone. Hug abs up and in, and slowly begin to draw figure eights with your hip bones. Shifting weight from your right foot to your left foot. Go ahead and switch directions. Bring feet so they're hip width apart. Rock forward to plank pose. You may take modified plank with knees to the floor for this next sequence. Exhale, pull the navel up and back, downward facing dog. Next in-breath, slowly with intention, ripple the spine, coming forward to plank pose. And exhale with the same intention, slowly back to downward facing dog. Inhale, leading with the space between the shoulder blades, ripple forward to plank pose. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Bend knees, coming to all fours, and then melt back into a wide knee child's pose. Begin to make your way to tabletop. Tuck your toes, pressing your hips up to downward facing dog. Right leg up and step foot forward between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground, low lunge. Press hands on the thigh, right knee over ankle, inner thighs hug together, hip points forward, abs firm up and in. Tuck your back toe for balance. If your practice allows, clasp your hands behind your lower back, opening the chest towards the sky. You may also do a prayer behind back center. Deep breath in, and on the exhale, release your hands, placing them on your hips, rising up for a high lunge. For just a moment, place your back foot down at a 90-degree angle. Arms circle up, warrior one. As we did in low lunge, if your practice allows, clasp your hands behind your lower back or prayer at back center. Shoulder blades glide down your back, hugging together. Inhale, and on your exhale, continue hands clasped behind your back. Keep the heart open and begin to gently bow forward. Clasp hands towards the sky. To come out, gently rise up, release your clasped hands, place your hands on the ground from your foot, step back to downward dog. You may take child's pose or run through a series of chaturanga to upward dog, all meeting in downward facing dog. Left leg extends to the sky. Step it through between your hands. Lower your right knee to the ground, low lunge. Place your hands on your thigh, right knee over ankle. Your inner thighs hug together, hip points forward, firm abs up. Tuck your toe. And if your practice allows, clasp your hands behind your back. Or you can also do prayer at back center, chest towards the sky. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, gently release your hands, placing them on your hips. Rise up to high lunge for just a moment. Back foot down a 45-degree angle. Arms circle up, warrior one. Clasp your hands behind your lower back, shoulder blades glide down your back and hug together. Inhale, expand your chest and lungs. And as you exhale, continue with clasped hands, heart open, begin to gently bow forward. Hands to the sky. To come out, gently release clasped hands and place them on the ground, framing your foot. Step back to downward dog. And everyone, join me in child's pose. If your body feels safe doing the standing poses with a chair, I encourage you to do that for our next sequence. Leading with a space between your shoulder blades, come up to tabletop, tuck your toes, and press your hips up to downward dog. Extend your right leg back, bringing it through, placing it between your hands, back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Your front heel bisects the arch of your back foot, back knee or your front knee bent at 90 degrees over your ankle. Arms extend parallel to the floor, warrior two. Notice if you are reaching forward and stack your shoulders over your hip points. Lengthen your tailbone. Turn your front palm to face the sky, keeping your front knee bent. On your next inhale, reach your front arm forward, up and back. Back hand slides down your leg, soft gaze to the sky, peaceful warrior. Deep inhale, and on your next exhale, slowly bring yourself back up, making your way to side angle pose. Place elbow on your thigh, back hand traces the side of your body, extending over your head. Find an energetic line from your back heel to your fingertips. Inhale, and on your exhale, move into peaceful warrior. Deep inhale, exhale, shift to side angle. Inhale, exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, exhale into side angle. Inhale, exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, exhale, side angle. Inhale, exhale, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg. Coming into a wide leg stance, toes in, heels out. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, swan dive forward, wide leg forward fold. Back of neck is long, crown of head to the floor. Do any movements that are calling to you here, maybe bending side to side, bending into your right knee and then your left. Shake your head yes, shake your head no to release any tension. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Melt forward, reverse swan dive up. Moving in to second side, left toes forward, setting up for warrior two. Back of foot parallel to short edge of the mat, arms extend out parallel. Inhale, and on your exhale, move into peaceful warrior. Back hand slides down your leg, soft gaze, deep inhale in, and exhale as you slowly bring yourself up, making your way into side angle. Place elbow on your thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, move into peaceful warrior. Deep inhale. Exhale, shift into side angle. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. On your next inhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step back into downward dog. Toes touch. Knees together. Child's pose. Deep breath into your lower back as you feel it expand. Take a moment to feel the heat, the energy flowing through you that we created during our yang practice, compared to the more grounding energy during our yin practice. We will begin to reground ourselves through the next few poses. Let your breath become more natural, more calming. Slowly coming up, shift your weight to your hands, bringing your feet to the right, swinging your legs out in front of you. We'll move into half shoelace pose. So extend your right leg out in front of you. We want your knees to be stacked one on top of the other. So begin by crossing your left leg over your right. Grasp your foot to help place your ankle by your hip point. This should help to make your knees stacked. If your left hip pops up, you want to make sure that it's grounded so you can place your left hand at your hip crease and gently press down. If this pose feels that it's too intense, you can place your left foot on your inner right thigh. This may be your first edge, mild intense, but not too intense. If it's not your edge yet, you may begin to slowly fold forward at the waist. Continue to breathe deeply, gently letting gravity weigh you down. I like to use blocks, as you may have noticed, so you can use props or a block and place it on your knee to help meet your head. As always, this helps me to release any tension in my shoulders or neck. Breathe into any tight areas. To come out, remove any props, place your hands on the floor, using them to help you gently roll up one vertebrae at a time, your head and neck last to follow. Stretch both your legs out, give them a little shake, and we'll move into the second side. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Cross your right leg over your left, grasp your foot to help place your ankle by your hip bone. This will stack the knees. If your left hip pops up, remember you can always place your hand at your hip crease and gently press it down. This may be your first edge. If not, begin to slowly fold forward at the waist. Continue to breathe deeply, letting gravity weigh you down. You may notice that your left hip and right hip are one tighter than the other. That's very common. Just breathe into this area. To come out, remove any props, place your hands on the ground and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Extend both legs out, give them a gentle shake, and we'll begin to make our way to lying down on our back. With knees bent, press your feet into the ground, shifting your body weight over to the right 1 or 2 inches, bringing shins parallel to the floor, and slowly, with your core engaged, melt them to the left side. Try to keep your knees in line, arms out like goalposts, gaze to the right side. Natural breathing here. Letting yourself unwind. To come out, engage your core and pull legs up to the center. We'll shift to the other side. So press your feet into the ground, back to neutral, and then over to the left side. Shins parallel with the floor, slowly with the core engaged, melt to the right side. Try to keep your knees stacked one on top of the other. Arms goalpost. Turn your head, gazing to the left side. Come out, engage your core, pulling your legs up to center. Give yourself a gentle squeeze, hugging your knees in. Begin to draw circles with your knees, one way, and then the other, giving yourself a lower back massage. A hug, and then release everything. Final resting pose, Savasana. Feet as wide as the mat, arms spread out to the side, taking up as much space as you need. Inhale and exhale all the air out of your lungs. And then inhale for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then breathe out for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and continue this cycle of breathing for 2 to 3 more rounds. The idea of this breath work is that we are moving energy throughout your body to bring in bigger life force. Begin to let your breath return to its normal, natural form. Feel your body get heavy. Breathe in fully. Exhale out completely through your mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll to your side. Take one more breath in here. All the way out. Press up to seated position. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. I hope you are feeling refreshed from the new energy that we created during our practice today. If you enjoyed this video, please like or leave a comment. This is a practice that I really enjoyed putting together. It's my personal preference. So if it's something that you like, please comment below. That way I know to make more videos like this for you. And subscribe to my channel to promote free yoga on YouTube. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Until next time.